Okay, boys and girls, welcome everyone. Hello from General J, and today we have an interesting video about the upcoming Soul Exchange. So I'm going to talk about the heroes that we are going to have in the next Soul Exchange. As you see on this picture, it arrives on November 8th, so it's next Friday. And before I go on, I'm going to give a shout out and thanks to BergsG for bringing us this, for leaking us this picture, and it has been confirmed on the forum that these are going to be the heroes for the next Soul Exchange. And BergsG, thank you also for the calendar pictures you are doing each month, so you know which event and you know which summon portal comes for the next month. So thank you for this, BergsG. And we have 3 tiers, so I always divide this in tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 for 10 heroes, 15 heroes, and 20 heroes to exchange. So enough about me blabbering, and let's just go and see what do we have in tier 1 for 10 heroes. So before I go to the first list, let me just say that I'm not going to talk about these heroes from my own and solo my own perspective, because since I play in a lot of top 100 alliances, most of these heroes will not affect my roster big time. So this is what SG is doing. They are giving us a soul exchange with heroes that are not meta, and but you know, sometimes we always have, you know, 1 or 2 heroes that can withstand the wheel of time, and that can be useful even at top 50 alliances. So I'm going to do this from a perspective of a low level player or free to play player, or somebody that doesn't have a pretty large roster. So I'm going to try to, you know, do this as I'm the one of those players. So which heroes will be the most benefit to exchange and less costly. So let's go on to number 1. Number 1 is Jett. So a magic hero. This hero is can be used mostly in attack. This is my Jett. I have him at 85, so single element broken, and at 20 emblems. So has 2 charges like a lot of magic heroes. So first mana charge deals 290% damage to the target, and the target receives 714 poison damage over 3 turns and absorbs 100% of dealt poison damage as health. So first charge is going to do some damage on a single target like a sniper, and gives a poison that is just going to heal him. So this is like, I think, a fast speed or very fast speed. It's fast speed, I think, first mana charge. Second mana charge deals 300% damage to all enemies. All enemies receive 801 poison damage over 5 turns. That's like what? Less than 200 per turn. And the caster and all their allies absorb 30% of dealt poison damage as health. So this is actually his weakness. You need to get him to this second mana charge, because the first charge is like only one target, and the second mana charge is much more useful when you get a damage to all enemies and heal to all of your, a small heal to all of your, you know, heroes. So basically I wouldn't use this hero on defense, mostly in attack. I use him only on attack, even if still today he's not very much useful, because the heal is really minimum. But his passives come handy, you know, for healing on the special skill, and for minus 5% mana to all enemies on a special skill. So yeah, he can be useful, but I will not recommend him to take from 10 heroes. So yeah, I won't change him even if I don't have a lot of heroes. So let's go on to the number 2. So at number 2 we have Xavier, a holy super elemental hero. So this guy, you see him here at max level 90. He has the attack up talent. So yeah, his stats are pretty fine. and his speed is average. About the special skill, 280% damage to the target, single target. And if an ally is of holy element, the damage will increase to 290% and it will affect nearby enemies. So, if you use him with another holy hero, he will hit 3 targets for a little bit more. If the 2 allies are holy element, the damage will increase to 300% and it will affect all enemies. So, again, mainly an attacking hero. I doubt that somebody today in war uses 3 holy heroes. Maybe in tournaments. He can be useful in tournaments when there is no purple color. So yeah, if he stands with 2 other holy allies, he is going to hit everyone for 300% damage. And he will reduce the mana of all hit enemies by 20%. That's really useful. So in my opinion, he's way much better than Jett, just because of his damage and how can you use him with another heroes. So he's not a standalone hero, and of course the negative 20% mana to all heroes, it's really good. It's really good to everyone you hit. So 3, it's going to be 3 if you get into maximum, so with 2 other holy heroes. So yeah, Xavier would be a solid choice in my opinion for 10 heroes, 10 souls, yeah. Let's go to the number 3. So at number 3 we have the Mighty Blossom. This is my Blossom. I have this hero and she's the red construct healer. At average speed, she recovers 45% health for allies, dispels buffs from all enemies, and then recovers 70 health per each removed status effect or for all allies, up to 560 health in total. So, if you use this hero with tunes, this heal is amazing. Apart from the dispel, which is very useful for all enemies, the heal is just massive. So I got her at 85 and I gave her some more emblems just to get her relatively stronger. And apart from this big heal and dispel, she has this healing construct repair core. So boosted the health of all allies by 25% if she's at 100% core. So yeah, at Toon Heroes, this 25% can go up to 1k HP. So it's really, really massive, you know. And to be honest with you, I don't know what this hero is doing at 10 souls exchange. See, she is worth at least 15. I picked her up from the pickup summon, and ever since I've been using her in wars and farming and all the stuff. So she is very useful, even in defense. So if you have 10 souls to share, you know, 10 heroes that you don't need, this would be my number 1 pick, definitely. But if you have her, then you will have to think about other heroes for 10 souls. So let's move on to number 4. So at number 4 we have the old guy Sobek, the crocodile guy. Yeah, season 5. Average hero, blue hero, 290% damage to all enemies, and the attack bypasses defensive buff. This includes counterattacks. What it doesn't include is dodges and stuff like that. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend this hero even for 10 souls. If he had a costume that will boost his stats, and he has a different class on his costume is very better, then he will definitely be worth 10 souls. But without a costume, just like this, you know, you need to mask him at 90 and give him you know, limit breaks, and so I wouldn't recommend Sobek for 10 souls. That's it, you know. It's just a hit to all enemies and the bypass, you know. Before he was very much used at Rush and at other wars, maybe at Arrow and attack boost, because his hit was very powerful, but he just got ran over by time, and today we have many powerful heroes than him. So no for Sobek for me. Let's go to the number 5. And at number 5, for 10 souls, we have the Mass God Fabros. So, slow hero, destroy all fiends from all allies, cleanse the status elements from all allies, can be handy, yeah. And all allies generate 1k 190 HP over 5 turns, and this effect can be dispelled, which is useful. And all enemies receive 1065 poison damage over 5 turns. That's a little more than 200 per turn. This effect can be cleansed. So, yeah, a powerful ailment and a powerful buff. So, and he does a cleanse. Passive from a Mass God is kind of useful. You can give defense down to him, and he does stuff when you destroy his minion that he has at start. The talent at 90 is the region, which is not bad. So this hero, I don't like him very much, maybe only for rush. His problem is speed. If he will be average speed, he will be OP. So yeah, cleric class, so maybe just for rush. So I wouldn't recommend Fabros for 10 souls. You know, maybe if you're lacking heroes for rush in green, maybe he will be an okay choice for you. But I would not recommend Fabros. This is kind of outdated hero too, which is weird because he is a Mass God, and Mass Gods are not so old. But yeah, no for Fabros for me. Okay, so from tier 1, 10 heroes, 10 souls, my definite number 1 pick would be Blossom, because she's just very, very good, very handy in wars and even in attack and in defense. And my second pick will be definitely Xavier, because super elemental heroes, they are still useful, and I think they are going to be useful for a long period of time, even for wars and for events and for stuff like that. So Xavier will definitely be my number 2 pick. So apart from Jett, Sobek, and Fabros, that's a no for me. Blossom and Xavier for 10 souls. So we go at tier 2 for 15 souls. And at number 1 is the Purple Ninja Amethyst. So this is, by my opinion, a very useful hero. The second limit break talent with Fiend Resist is not so much useful, but her sorcerer class and her stats, and especially her special skill, is very much useful, especially in wars. Even at defense, and we have the Bloody Wars incoming soon enough, so the heroes that are doing fiends and doing some kind of dot damage are going to be extremely powerful and useful, because in Bloody Wars there is not going to be healing or revival, just the same as in tournament. So Amethyst, let's see what she does. At first mana charge, 200% damage to all enemies. A Ninja Assassin Fiend does 59% attack every turn, and absorb healing equal to 32% of its target's max health. So, not to go to mana charge 2 or 3 is the same. It just goes up with the damage and with the health absorbed by the Fiend and the damage from the Fiend. So yeah, at very fast speed, because with ninjas, first mana charge is at very fast speed. You really have a useful hero in wars, especially is going to be in Bloody Wars. So, in my opinion, Amethyst is a very, very good deal for 15 souls. Let's go to number 2. So at number 2 we have Ferdinand, the old pet family, average holy hero. At level 90 he has the attack up talent, which is not bad, but not very useful for him because he doesn't hit everyone. So what does he do? He cleanses status elements from all allies, which is good. All allies get 60 plus 63% defense for 4 turns. All allies share receive damage with each other for 4 turns. All allies reflect status elements and negative stacks for 4 turns, and all allies regenerate 732 HP over 4 turns. So, about a year ago, this hero was my meanest. We didn't have so many mass dispellers, we didn't have so many buff blockers and season 1 wizards, so he was really OP in PvP as a support or as a tank, mostly as a support. But this day, I just think time ran over him and he's pretty much outdated. So from Mighty Pets, Ferdinand at number 2, I won't give 15 heroes for him. Maybe if he's at 10, but you can choose him if you miss solid yellow support or a tank. But today there are much better yellow heroes for defense than Ferdinand. So he cleanses, he reflects and all that stuff, but the attacker can always, you know, cleanse that with tiles or any other special skills. So not much powerful for today. Let's go to number 3. Okay, so at number 3 we have the masked god Aradia. So at 10 souls we have Fabros, and at 15 souls we have Aradia. Okay, so this hero is very interesting. She is red, average speed, counter attack at level 90. About the special skill, she reduces max health of all enemies by 570. The effect is stronger against targets with boosted health. So this is very useful for today. All enemies receive 1016 burn damage over 4 turns. That's like, what, 255 per turn, which is very good. And all enemies get minus 75% decrease for any boosted health received for 4 turns. This is the problem. If it was minus 75% for healing, that will be extremely powerful. But boosted health, it's still usable today, but I know some heroes that Aradia can counter very good. So at number 3, Aradia, I would suggest that she will be a solid pick for 15. If you miss in red, you know, for defense or for attack, if you miss a good solid red hero, you can choose Aradia. I will give 15. I would give 15 heroes for her. So she's a solid pick. Let's go to number 4. So at number 4, we have another magic hero, but this time it's Camila. So Camila, in my opinion, is very good hero. Magic family, her passives do the mana down and the healing, I think. And she has very good stats, defense up at level 90, talent. And what does she do? So, at first mana charge, boost health of all allies by 400, boosted health can exceed max HP, and all allies get plus 40 defense against special skills for 3 turns. So, at first charge, it's a defensive special skill. It's very good. So defense and health up. Combined with her passives, it's very good. Second mana charge. Reduces max health of all enemies by 800. The effect is stronger against targets with boosted health. And all enemies get minus 54 defense against special skills for fighters. So the second charge is basically attacking one. So reducing health and defense against special skills. I would say this hero is still very useful in you know, wars, PvP today, in tournaments. So for 15 souls, I would say Camila is also a solid deal, very good deal. So yeah, if you miss blue heroes, you can, for war, you can definitely choose Camila. And let's go to number 5. And at number 5 spot, we have one of the starting goblins when goblins came out, and Boomman Fang. So this hero is average speed. He has damage reduction at level 90, and his average speed, and his special summons a white boar mega minion with 65% HP and 200% attack inherited from the caster. As you see, his stats are very solid, so this attack from a minion is going to be very powerful from the mega minion. And when summoned, the white boar mega minion gives its owner the ability to counterattack with 100% of the damage received for as long as the owner has a white boar mega minion. This effect can be dispelled. So, also, This goblin is kind of outdated. He had his time to shine, but today we have much more better heroes with mega minions and much stronger mega minions, and mega minions that do a lot of different stuff. But Boomman Fang can still be useful, especially in bloody battle wars that we have and in bloody battle tournaments for 5 stars. So mega minions and minions are going to really, and fiend makers are going to rule these bloody battle wars. So Boomman Fang, he's a solid, but I wouldn't give 15 heroes from him. So I will pass on him because I think there are better goblins and better mega minion heroes today that we can get. So at tier 2 for 15 souls, 15 heroes, my number 1 pick will definitely be, I will say, Aradia or Amethyst. So I will put Aradia at number 1 and Amethyst at number 2. These 2 heroes will be my pick if I take 15 heroes and if I don't have a large roster. So just because they are basically both good offensive and defensive, I mean, ninja heroes are not very good at defense, but at future wars that we are going to have, Amethyst can be very useful, and Aradia also because of the max health reduction and the decrease of boosted health. So yeah, number 3 will probably be Camila, but since I'm only doing number 1 and number 2, Aradia at number 1 and Amethyst at number 2. Let's go now to the tier 3 and 20 souls. So at number 1 for 20 souls, we have the old meta tank Luna. So what can we say about Luna? Very powerful stats at level 90, and the best thing about her is this ailment immunity talent that she gets with double limit break. So basically for 6 turns you cannot give her any kind of buff stoppage or something like that. You need to first dispel this. You can do it with tiles or with specials, and then you need to put immunity on her. Why? Because of her special skill. She is at fast speed. She is from the Mighty Pets family, so she will gain mana when your team gets minions or enemies get fiends. And she recovers 20% health for the caster and nearby allies. Not much, but okay. At the end of each turn, the caster and nearby allies shoot a moonbeam at a random enemy for 3 turns. And the moonbeam deals 140% damage and reduces the mana of the hit enemy by 5%. So hits 3 enemies each turn for 3 turns and steals mana and does a little bit of damage. So yeah, even if she is kind of outdated, she's still powerful. I think she can still be used in lower brackets. So if I'm talking from a perspective of a player that doesn't have a lot of heroes, Luna is definitely a solid choice for 20 souls. So yeah, I will pick Luna. I'm also thinking about picking this hero because I wanted to have her a long time ago. I didn't have her, I never get her, and I think today she can still be used, you know, both in wars and tournaments. So yeah, Luna is definitely a solid choice. At number 2 we have the super elemental red hero Ignacio. So at level 90 he has the defense up, which is very useful since he is a healer. Fast special skill, recovers 25% health for all allies, recovers additional 3% health per each fire shield on the board, up to 55% health in total. This is huge for toons or heroes with a lot of HP. So if you get the 55% health, you can basically heal up a hero up to, you know, maximum HP. All allies get plus 50 attack for 4 turns. This is good because he can also be used for titans, and he cleanses status elements from all allies. So a powerful healer. He gives attack for everyone and he cleanses. And he also got very cool stats. He's a super elemental, so you know he's going to change those red tiles in the ones that attack an enemy. And he is at fast speed, so yeah, A very, very solid choice for 20 souls. But since we have Blossom for 10, don't cry if you need a red healer and can't get Ignacio. Take Blossom for 10 and you are going to be okay. If you can spare 20 and you need a red healer for wars, for everything you need, for everything you do in game, then surely take Ignacio. So at number 3, we have the War of Three Kingdoms, Mighty Erlang Shen. Okay, so Revive class. So the class is the fighter and revive talent. At level 90, he has the attack up, 20% attack for 6 turns. So this is very useful for him. Fast speed. You know, he is at level 90 here. This is my Erlang Shen, and you see his stats are kind of outdated. But I still use him very much, and I'm going to tell you why. So he deals 500% damage to the target and minor damage to nearby enemies. The target and nearby enemies get minus 48% attack for 3 turns. If the effect is removed before the duration ends, the target with the effect suffers 705 damage. So that's not much damage, but sometimes it can be a finishing damage to kill a hero. So basically he's an equalizer war star for defense, and in offense I use him with Toon Richard because they work. Toon Richard will give his own attack debuff and then will replace the Erlang Shen's, and then you have this extra damage. So yeah, if you don't have him for 20 souls, he is a very good deal, but his time has passed. As you see, he doesn't have any of the family passives like custom Dio-chan, custom Zuglang, or some other, even the Scorpion Lady, the purple Scorpion Lady. So no passives for him. And Changi gets mana on buffs. Erlang is just having this family bonus and that's it. So maybe when we get him with the costume, he's going to be better. But for now, I wouldn't choose him. Even if I can use 2, I wouldn't choose him for 20 souls. For 15 maybe yes, but for 20, I don't know. I wouldn't suggest him for 20. Let's move on. And at number 4, for 20 souls, we have the Blue Ninja Oniwakamaru. So this hero is an older ninja, but still very, very useful. So he has charges, like 3 charges like every ninja has. At level 90, he has this heal increase passive talent, which is very good. And that first mana charge, he boosts health of the caster by 390. The boosted health can exceed max HP, so he boosts his own health. The caster gets taunts that prevents enemies from using special skills on the caster's allies for 2 turns. So short taunt for 2 turns. And the most important thing is this effect can be dispelled. So remember this. This is a great counter for the Bernadette when you go against her in Rush or any other war. So she will not dispel this taunt, and she will not make all of your team into those paintings. And after that taunt, the caster counterattacks with 50% of the damage received for 2 turns. So not a big counterattack, but it's solid when you get hit by huge hits, like huge snipers. So at charge 2 and at charge 3, this guy basically boosts more health, have more turns for taunt, and the counterattack increases up to 133%. So basically a very, very good hero. This will be probably my top pick for 20 souls. I think he definitely worth 20 souls. I never got to get him, but yeah. So his taunt can be dispelled. So this is what makes him really powerful, even in today's meta. Okay, so let's go on to number 5. And at number 5, for 20 souls, we have another core family hero. It's Frond, the green 5-star. Okay, so this hero is a powerful hitter. He is a ranger, so that means he has the bypass ability. His stats are very, very good, even at 90. He deals 355% damage to the target and nearby enemies. Deals 600 extra damage if the target has boosted health. So a very good counter against boosted health heroes, which we have a lot in the current meta. And all allies' normal attacks and special skills deal 70% damage against targets with boosted health for 3 turns. He will probably be OP if it's not for the targets with boosted health, if it's 70% damage to all targets, but still he is a very good hitter for 3. So the talent region, 19 level, the region talent is not very good for him. He will be better with the attacker, but it's how it is. I think he is a solid choice for 20 heroes. If you need a fast green hitter for anything, events or tournaments or war, he can even be used in in Titans. He doesn't boost attack, but his damage is quite big, so his attack stat is quite big, so he can be even used in Titans. So yeah, a very versatile hero. So I would say pick him if you need greens. If not, then don't. Okay, so at 20 souls, tier 3, this is going to be a hard pick because all those heroes are not meta, but they are not bad. They are very useful. I would say my top pick will definitely be Oniwa Kamaru as a very good defensive and offensive hero. And my second pick will be none other than Luna. So Luna is still useful, maybe not in defense, but still useful in attack if you running a purple team. So basically, yeah, but all the other 3 heroes, Erlang Shen, Ignacio and Frond, are also very good, and it will depend on your roster, on your teams, how do you build your teams, who to choose from these heroes. But from a perspective of a low-level player that I'm trying to see, I will definitely choose Oniwa Kamaru or Luna for 20 heroes. So Oniwa Kamaru number 1 pick and Luna number 2 pick. So okay guys, this will be all for me for this video. If you if you think this video is useful, if you like it, please subscribe to my channel, share and like, and in the comments give me some comments, if I missed anything from some other heroes, if I think heroes are bad and they're actually good. I mean, I don't know everything, so please give me some feedback on this video, and please subscribe if you like it, share it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.